So today we're going to trellis some climbing beans. Come join me. We really have fun with what we call a living wall. We, most years, every year until this year, have had two of them that you have to walk through, like there's a doorway in the garden with climbing beans growing on each side. This year, because of crop rotation, I needed to get rid of one of the walls, so this year we just have one. Let me show you how we built it and how it works. So as soon as you enter our garden this year, you are greeted with this living wall. Well, it's going to be a living wall. I should have actually had the twine up 2 weeks ago. You can see that my beans really want to grow tall. I mean, look at all this growth that they've put out, and they've had nowhere to go with it. So now, starting tomorrow, they're going to be able to climb right up these strings. So we simply put together boards in a rectangular shape in a size that would be half of the width of our garden and yet allow room to walk through the two walls if we had both of them up. And then we put the eye hooks, I don't know, 2.5 inches apart. You can really do it however you would like. This is definitely enough for us. It definitely fills in beautifully. It's a full green wall that you can't see through. Side note, I almost always have a companion or two nearby when I'm in the garden. So I have a really fancy system. I take my twine and I tie it to an eye hook. Then I throw it over the top, tie it to the next one, cut it, and do it all over again the whole length down. If you're really talented, you can catch it on the way down. I'm not really talented. But that's okay, as long as you don't take out an asparagus or a pepper plant while you're doing it, it's all good. Because we want the top of our trellis to be level, so it looks like a nice level wall, and because our garden is at a slant, there's a slope to our garden, you might be able to tell that we level out our wall so that one side is quite a bit off of the ground so that the top of the wall is nice and straight in the end. But it's totally fine to put this trellis right on the ground if you have a nice flat surface. You're much better off to put your trellis, your twine, up much sooner than I did, because these will automatically, on their own, with no effort, climb up the twine. But since they had nothing to climb up, they wrap themselves around each other. So I'm taking a little bit of time to unwrap them and get them growing up the right way. So if I had just put the twine in a few weeks ago, I wouldn't have to do this. It's fine, by the way, you will have many bean vines growing up one individual piece of string, totally fine. You also will have them crossing over, to a string way down there, also totally fine. So there you have it. As simple as that, you can have a lush living wall in your vegetable garden with simply boards, twine, and climbing beans. It's a great way to trellis your climbing beans. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up, and please consider hitting that bell, subscribing, right here for lots more simple living encouragement all year round, as well as gardening tips throughout the summer.